Morning, everyone. As you can see, we're still not back in the building. Oh, come on, focus. Really? There we go. So, show of hands, who here has not lost their minds yet? Don't look at me to raise my hand. I never had my mind to begin with. So, as you can see, we are still on no school lockdown. I cannot give an exact date of when we are expected to be back because no one knows. Because it's a pandemic. But we'll make it through regardless. We're humans, we're known for resilience. So today we're just going to go over a quick update with my various classes. Yearbook, I have gotten full confirmation that we are done. The index has already been loaded. And though, yeah, not everyone got tagged where we've liked, I'd say good enough. We got 95%, that's something. At this point, there was no other way to add any more photos in. Now, how distribution is going to work is still very much up in the air. Justin has not gone back to me on that one. As I said in the last video, my prediction is that if we do not go back to school, then they will just send us the copies that were already pre-ordered, and we'll have to figure out a way to get those distributed, probably just from the school, wear gloves. I'll have to mail everything off. And then mail for whoever can make it. I'm not going to start talking about volunteers for that yet because I don't have a clear vision of what that's going to look like until I get the okay, because there's no point in making plans, at least too many plans, if you don't know what's going on. For instance, for those of you that live in Tarrant County, you'll find that those that live in Dallas County are told to shelter in place. It's those kind of things that we can't predict. That is the reason I don't make a full plan on this. Now, you're just wondering, where about those little projects that we were supposed to do after the yearbook was done? Well, I've been informed that I am to not assign any major projects or assignments for the first couple weeks, so y'all can focus on your cores, which is understandable, so enjoy those where you can. Eventually I will be tasked with moving forward with my smaller lessons. I'm going to see if I can do one on the computer itself, but they'll probably be relatively easy assignments that you can do just with Google Slides. It'll mainly be about advertising and journalism anyway. Let's see, that's Yearbook 8. Yearbook 7. If by now I have not gotten any clarification that you are planning to take Yearbook next year, I'm going to start putting together my rosters based on what other teachers have told me this week. Now, you will find out, probably via email or letter home at this rate, how your schedules will pan out. Now, y'all should know by now, if you have what it takes to be in Yearbook again, if I've had to yell at you a lot, chances are you're not going to make it. And I will not shame someone by calling out their name, but make sure that you understand that putting a 1 next to my class does not mean that that is the one you want the least. It means the one you want the most. Once again, I will not name names or shame people. As for projects, same rules applies. I do not think I'll be tasking any 7th graders with distributing books, unless I find I just don't have enough 8th grade volunteers. Once again, we will cross that bridge when we get to it in May. Okay, so that takes care of Yearbook. Good job, everyone. For some of you, it was like pulling out teeth, but I kind of come to expect that by now. Okay, art classes, period 4, 5, 7, and 8. Same rule applies. I am not signing anything just yet because they don't want electives slap me all with projects and assignments when you're just getting the hang of being homeschooled with cores. I assume that, let's see, originally we were supposed to go back in April, but God, no, that's not happening. I imagine sometime in April is when we will be allowed to put those in. For right now, we're going to focus on your fundamentals. So, as you can see, I've been drawing this man here, or woman, have yet to decide which. Mrs. Scott's Mercurial. This week, I want you to practice just with drawing people. Don't worry about backgrounds. Don't worry about colors. Don't worry about shading just yet. I want to see just people. Now, I'm going to post something in Google Classroom where you can submit photos of your work. That's generally how we'll be doing things once we get the ball rolling on distance learning and art. If you don't do it at first, don't worry about it. But it's good to try and get some level of normalcy into your lives while we are going through these trying times. There's that phrase that keeps popping up in the news. So here's a question. Who here has had problems getting toilet paper? Isn't that funny? You'd think that the first thing that would go would be like food or frozen food at the very least, but no, it's toilet paper. Stuff is more popular than gold. It's amazing. Now, I'm not saying you should send Mr. Scott toilet paper for extra credit, because it's probably illegal. But show us what you have, because dear Lord knows it could be a while for you to see it again. Yeah, simple anatomy drawings. I would not go past muscle form at this exact point in time. Because, hey, depending on what happens, you might be tasked with doing something a little more advanced with it. We don't know yet. I mean, remember the first video I said that I'm not going to say goodbye because chances are we're going to come back after a week and, Lord, I was wrong. But I'm not going to throw in the towel just yet. In a time like this, make sure to stay busy. Not just with schoolwork, just with your hobbies, games, movies, video chat, something. Get some form of social interaction in that does not involve having to go outside. Because you never know when you might be hit with a shelter in place. Yeah, no, that's it. I'm shaking anyway because I'm extra like that. Alright, with that said, take care of yourselves, take care of your families, especially your elderly, because Lord knows that as you get more reports of even young people getting this virus, the elderly and those that are immunocompromised are still at the top of the hit list. Take care of each other, love each other, and don't do anything illegal. Mr. Scott out.